the Patriot Hour. Somebody didn't like the truth.
No, no, no. No, they did not.
All right, let me get this music down.
Quite little interesting event there, folks.
Yes, it was. Not quite sure still at this point, but thanks for joining us again. Yeah, we had no kind of issues here to tell us why or for what reason. We can contest to that.
Wow. Yeah. No, that was we both have very robust, very large bandwidth connections on both of our sites here. We do ping tests constantly during this show. This is just some of the IT stuff that we do behind the scenes that you guys will never really see. We constantly check our connections to see, how we can be getting the stream to you guys on a more, at a higher, HD level. So our comms are up. It was interesting. The video feed, everything got cut, but the live chat stayed up for quite a while, which is it's never happened. Once the live feed gets cut, everything stops. But however, so you can see the old shadow banning right there.
What was the last thing you guys were seeing? We kind of went back. The feed did come up eventually right before we set up this new one, and it looked like we didn't get very far.
I think we got like 5 seconds into the very first ever Q post.
Okay, so we got to the zero. All right. We still got people joining. We're just kind of coming back to wrap up. Really, you guys have been sitting around, but we were getting into it. Interesting for sure. That's why it's really important to us that we're moving forward with our website, and our transmission will be off of our servers and our equipment.
Yes.
And it'll still come to YouTube as long as they allow it. Whenever YouTube gets any more unfriendly, that's why you guys are going to know where to come. You'll know how to
the website.
Yep, you can watch it directly off. There's going to be other platforms we'll be on, and we'll remain at YouTube. I've talked about this before.
We're not going nowhere.
Don't go anywhere. Well, we're not trying to, but you guys get it.
Yes, so
you guys see it
exactly
in even the mainstream media. Some of these actors have gotten away with everything if they're on the right political party. They can do anything they want, say anything they want, and there's
get away with it.
It's blind eye.
No repercussion. Mm-hmm.
But if you're not on that side that seems to control everything, your ideas get you banned, shut down, live streams terminated.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here saying, "Hey, no notification. What's going on? Just got here." We were in the middle of a live show. We were about an hour into it, and we were wrapping it up. And we went to the very first post that Q had posted, and they cut our live feed. It wasn't a technical difficulty on our side. We went back. We did a little bit of forensic IT to our machines, and we saw no hiccups or no digital errors on our end. And it could be one of a few things 100% out of our physical control. And that's where, during Garage Talk, trying to get this back up to you guys, Mike and I were again just championing the fact that we're getting this website going. And you guys just saw firsthand why the website is going up.
Yes, that's exactly why. So we're in more control. That's what's the main point, that we don't have our transmission get shut down because of something that they don't like. That's it's not very freedom-ish.
We will address one more thing in the comments. A lot of you guys Our moderators are doing all a good job. We thank you guys. What we always have our moderators do is if you guys use any type of foul language, any cuss words, more so than not, YouTube's algorithm is already going to delete that and not even allow us to be able to hide or censor that. Won't even allow our moderators to even view that.
Real
Um,
quick,
a
hold
lot
on,
of
hold your
go ahead.
thought. Just true. SFerg 7328. It just happened to True Reporting too. What do
Oh,
you mean?
TRU.
He
His
was doing a
live feed
live
got cut
stream,
as well.
got cut. Okay, let us know if you know a little more. Has he come back since then? And what did he say? He didn't know why either. But go ahead, Ben. I know you were getting with that for the
Yeah, no, I just
moderators.
was saying, this is the same thing. If that's crazy with the TRU reporting, we like that guy. He's a great patriot. And if that is something that's happening, some of these patriots and these people like Mike and I who are trying to get the truth out, they're getting censored, and it's coming down on a very unique level. Let us know. Let's. How about that can be your guys' homework
I've
the next
never,
few days.
in the 6 or 7 months running the channel here, folks, I've never really blocked or engaged that much to like block. But just recently, I was telling Ben that in behind the scenes of the YouTube creator, I get into the analytics. There's a spot in there for held messages. I've never seen it before. 6 months worth of held messages. So I was actually in it the other day from videos way back, and they're normal comments. Some of them are like, "Hey, I love your channel," da da da. And I'm like, "Why is that in here for being held?" And
Hmm.
literally, there's thousands of them in there now. I've never did that. It's something that YouTube automatically flags if it looks like a robot or if it's supposedly,
We don't. Yeah.
but I'm sure their algorithms are not very good or set to a weird standard. I don't know. But
So I
we would
mean, and of
never
course,
censor on the YouTube.
yeah,
So
no, it's the only
cuss
thing that we
words and
would
stuff that's
censor,
not
of
appropriate.
course.
Yes.
Yeah, but besides that, Jason Harmon, does YouTube understand binary code? I believe they do. All code is written off of zeros and ones, so if you're looking at it through a computer screen, they've got ones and zeros. That's binary. So I mean, yeah, I believe they do. Um, let's see here. Amy said he just switched to his backup channel. I don't know if that
Blessed to
was
teach.
TRU
Okay.
reporting.
And then he
So
switched to his backup. So Blessed to Teach got cut, like, and he couldn't get back on. So then he
that's like he
came to
went to
his
his
other.
backup channel.
Because
Okay,
I
so
know
you
some
see,
people play that
folks.
game with like another channel. That way they can build them both up. I'll come to my other one. I don't know. Because we had no
Yeah,
issue coming
and
back up.
yeah, no, we just got cut. We got everything. I mean, you can just see, though. I mean, this is yet another reason for the website, and we're not the only channel that is getting shadow banned. As the closer it gets to the midterms, they're going to want to start silencing those voices who have, let's be honest, the Patriot Hour. We got a lot of awesome patriots as subscribers, and you guys really, we're a small army here of people researching, standing together, and the left don't want that. And as the closer it gets to midterms, we're going to see the black hats heighten up their measures to basically shadow ban the truth and only get at what they want to, because that's their that's their way to spew propaganda to all the sheeple out there.
Do a live update here. See if there's anything new from the queue.
Hmm.
Nothing.
New from
All
the
right.
queue. So yeah, I think we will the Kavanaugh thing. We'll definitely stay abreast of that. What's going on? I guess there's talk of a fourth accuser on deck. So I mean, who knows what tomorrow's going to be happening with? But I think we're going to go ahead and go with the voting on Friday with this aspect, and so
Well, before we got cut off, we were getting into the very first drop ever. And I don't know if you guys have all come in at different times. If you've caught anybody's channel going over it, or if you ever wanted to know for yourself. But we don't want to get cut off here just because we came back on to basically wrap it up. So just go read that for yourselves. And the biggest thing that a lot of people say is, well, post number 1 from Q didn't happen. Well, what if it did happen already? That's so if you read post 1 and think in your head, what if this has already happened? And that's the whole catch of some of this. If that did already happen, that's huge. Huge.
Well, and this is where our hypothesis over we're watching a movie. Military tribunals have already happened for some people. They're actors acting their part out until they are used up, and they either go to Gitmo or they die. And we're seeing the ones that made their choices, and we have other actors or people who flipped, who are still coming up, who are on deck, if you will, of the movie that we're watching now.
Yeah, it wasn't just enough for these people to go down a year ago and get their punishment in tribunals. They were going to be forced to help expose it, to the, and if people, they want to be like, well, I'm not a good actor, Trump, I'm not going to play in your movie and go on TV and act like this. And say, well, you already been acting. You've been acting like a good person, but you're really bad. So they've been doing the acting for years.
Yeah.
So they already got that down. This was, how do you gain leverage over somebody that, how do you gain leverage over people that kill people? Yeah. You sentence them to death, and then you offer them life. You offer them life in Gitmo instead of the death penalty. So, could it have happened? Is that what we're witnessing? Some of these people, it'll blow your mind at the end of this, who have been on Trump's side this whole time, but have not been acting like it on TV. Some of these people will deserve Oscars, truly deserve Oscars.
Oh, a red carpet performance for these shamsters. It's like they're going to be in the Hall of Sham. Because of the type of acting they're going to be putting on, and when it does come out, and I'm very excited to see. We're definitely ready for tomorrow to be kind of quickly go through tomorrow. Hopefully, just get tomorrow done. Let's just get rolling into Friday. Let's get him confirmed, because if he's confirmed on Friday, just think about it, folks. Confirmed on Friday, you're going to have a nice cheeseburger, hot dog on the grill weekend. Great weekend. You're gonna roll into Monday with like the hammer coming down. I mean, think about it. Good weekend to rest up for crazy battles on Monday, because now we've got somebody who's a Supreme Court, justice, who is a constitutionalist. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
They truly are racing, folks. It's like the rats. The rats are scrambling. I am truly, you guys are doing a good job in there. People are posting the link. Get on there. Read post number 1. So they're racing. My whole thing is this lady Feinstein. Why did she hold paperwork on Kavanaugh until this minute, until this hour, until he's getting ready? Well, if he never would have been there, then we never would have pulled this card. If it would have been the other person on the paperwork of Trump that was coming up, they would have went through, like, what do we got on him? Oh, right here it is. I don't know what they're doing. That's what it seems like. I don't want to assume, but that's what it seems like, right? If you had something for 7 months, 6 months, why just last week did you, all of a sudden, it's like they got their own movie going on, right? It's their own movie. They're trying to play.
They're trying to definitely play their narrative and push the plot to their movie.
Their movie in the VCR and VHS player. No.
Get that out of here. I don't want that lies in my VCR. Put that truth back on. So
to stall for time. Why else? Well, exactly. And they don't care about whose lives they ruin with their lies to stall for time. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Good point, Daniel Yelly. 11:22 are mirrored numbers. Huh, very true, very true. Uh, Debbie Andres, he will miss the October 31st deadline. Ron Patterson, right, Michael? All players.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I've gone rogue. We would have torn it apart in that much time. That's true. That's true. We would have tore the whole thing apart at that much time. There was too much time for us to investigate
That's
and
right.
figure out who was who and what was what. It was. That's why they're throwing their Hail Mary. There's not enough time
That's
before
right.
this. They're hoping they'll push this back a little bit and
Here's a good one.
hope the.
Pelosi, Waters, and Feinstein said it publicly. We will create so much court time that Trump won't get a thing done. Unfortunately, he's still been able to get a lot done and deal with everything that's been going on, 2 years investigation. But think of this, how much more could he have got done if we had all the support and it was just a lot more of a quiet scenario, or, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Maybe they have their own queue. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're trying. You know.
Troll. Yes.
On Troll Patrol.
Tidy
Yes,
bowl
thank you,
blue
Miss
wave,
Amy.
flush it.
Oh,
Tidy
yeah.
bowl blue wave.
You know, that's true, man. The only really blue waves I like to see is in my toilet bowl. So, all I can say, because it is, man.
Watch
honestly,
Serial Brain 2. He hit it out the park tonight. Does Serial Brain 2 do videos?
Serial Brain 2 does not do videos, folks. We went over this a few times. He posts articles on Reddit and now Vote, which is what we've taken you guys to, which is a new kind of forum that information that's Q's posting on and whatnot. No, we like Serial Brain 2 and all of his articles that he authors. Mike goes over some of his stuff. There's a lot of other YouTube channels that go over his articles that he authors, for sure. Yes, there's a lot of good patriots out there, you guys, and
wait, hold on.
they're
Tim
coming out of
said,
the woodworks.
Tim Dye says yes. Well, can you link the channel in here?
Yeah, we would love to know.
Did we read his new article, or did we watch his new video?
Because in his article, people say War Drummer.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, War Drummer. I know
He has
War
a
Drummer.
great YouTube channel. He covers a lot of good stuff.
He covers mostly Serial Brain, but he's reading Serial Brain's articles. He tells you that. If you guys watch Serial Brain in the beginning, he says he is the brain, which is Serial Brain. He's the brain that wrote the article. I am the mouth. He is the brain.
I am not.
I am the mouth. Brain. You guys get that, right? That means that he's reading Serial Brain's article.
So people
Tim
like
Dye,
Blessed to Teach,
when you said
Weeping
Serial
Angel,
Brain, he does do videos. Well, you just keep saying it. We're on the platform. This is YouTube right here, right now. So if Serial Brain does, I don't know. I was asking. I
know that Serial Brain 2 has posted video content within his articles that sends you links to other
they're just like
content.
It's like when it's a CNN. I just made a video over a Serial Brain post as well. Mm-hmm. And all the videos are stacked up in his article, which makes it really nice. The research is super nice and
True
easy.
Report does it as well. So
we'll Serial Brain, and who's another one we go, Neon Revolt. They do good articles and good research.
They have a great website, but Neon Revolt doesn't put out his own personal videos where you can go there and say, all right, folks, this is what I personally came up with. Come to my channel. Like a lot of other good patriots, he has a platform. He or she or the team, we don't know Neon Revolt. We don't know that. We just know that website has a lot of great information, and so we go there to go over the information with you. Anybody can go there. It's called the World Wide Web. It's on a public website. It's in the public domain. And this is why, Mike and I, we love going to these different websites and these different places to get this information, because we can go over it. Yes, we can read these articles to
Hold
you,
on.
and a lot of
We got
times that's what we do.
Tim Dye here. How do I send the link? Can you not send a link in this? I guess it probably wouldn't go to it. Well,
Yeah,
what's
just
the name of
copy
the
and
channel?
paste it on.
What's the
If
name
you
of the
just copy
channel?
the link, copy and paste it onto your
Yeah. Can you guys
chat
copy
hit
and paste
enter.
in here if you were to hold where it says say something? I don't know how most
How
of
about
you are on
how
your
about I'll show
phones.
you? How about I'll show you what it looks like when you copy and paste a link, folks. And I'm gonna show you right now to
All
the
right, I
live
could do
stream
it too.
Patriot Hour, what we're doing right now. And I'm like, hey, this
Yeah,
is a
because
link I would go to.
I saw Amy do it. She did the QAnon
Right
pub.
there, folks. You can go to that link right there, and I'll link you up to our live show that you're
There
currently
you go.
watching right now.
All right, so
So
Tim
that's how you can
Dye,
do the link up there.
you gotta go to the YouTube page, I guess, if that's where you're going for
Or whatever.
the video, and then yeah,
So I mean, again, we want you guys to understand one, how when you look at this kind of stuff, how we're not only what we're looking at, but what you guys are looking at. So when we say there's new Q post, we don't know. We've already talked to you about, we don't know if who Q and the team are exactly. Just like we don't know exactly who Serial Brain 2 is. He's an anonymous author. This is another reason why a lot of people kind of maybe don't understand Reddit a little bit, but they've heard of it and they use it all the time. It's an anonymous way to put information out on the internet, and it's unverified. It's up to you to go and take that information and put it together. And there's been people that's come out on these chat boards who've been like whistleblowers, and people who like Serial Brain 2 has put this stuff together, and he says, think about it. You read the article and it says, why is this and why is this, and isn't that a coincidence? And it matches up to what Q is telling us, Trump tweets, and what we've been going over. So if there's a secondary source of information, kind of like the book of Enoch or the book of Jubilees to the Bible, it's an extra text that refers it. Why not go through it?
this dude's sending numbers. All right, so we got a troll or something. That dude, that Tim Dye. Check this out. Like Ben was just hitting on there, folks. I'm gonna say it like this: throughout time, you just got to put people into, you don't, nobody's better than anyone else, but certain people have jobs that have access to see things, secrets. All right. And that's huge. If you can see national security secrets, if you can see technology secrets, if you can get a bigger picture, and they do a good job of compartmentalizing who sees what. They don't want anyone to really ever have the full picture. Having the full picture is a threat. So keeping that in mind throughout time, some of our best, most patriotic whistleblowers have had all these accesses, and they have wrote books. They've done years in the military, then more years in the federal government for sometimes one of the three-letter agencies. And then, they're honorable. They wouldn't have got the job with that agency if they hadn't been deemed to be honorable. And we trust them and believe in them the whole time they're doing their whole career, their whole military career. They're, good, patriot, honorable. And then if they see something wrong within this spectrum and they come back to tell you, and then we don't look at them as a patriot anymore. We look at them as a conspiracist, all of a sudden with just, and what do we really know? Or you got to kind of look at yourself. What do you really know? You can look at your own life to think of, where you're at and what you've seen. And if it's just like, well, I've seen a lot of movies, so I know about top secret stuff, but have you ever lived it? It's a different scenario for sure to just throw these people away in the flip of as quick as you could snap your fingers, that they're not credible all of a sudden after 50 years of serving basically the country.
Yeah,
These are some of the most credible people. These are the people we listen to the most, is what we're trying to say. Listen to them the most. I saw you guys talking about watch everything you can. That's right. That you hear me say it all the time. Watch everything you can, listen to everything you can, believe none of it until you can verify it.
And that's something that we talk about all the time, because too many people get hung up on a certain person. They like the way he speaks, the way he looks, or his format of his or her videos. Like I like this one. She's more artistic with her videos and sends up more pictures. Or I like this guy because he's got a really powerful voice and he's got really straightforward information. There's no music. He just puts the information out there. That's awesome. However, you're getting the truth and connecting the dots. Of course, I'm biased. I'm talking the Patriot Hour. We're this is. I mean, I have a vested interest in the Patriot Hour because one, Mike's my friend. Two, it's somebody to talk to that has there's no. We talked about this before. You got to have somebody you can bounce crazy ideas off of, to one, not only ground you, but to also be like, yeah, that's a dude. God, dude, go for it. Go for that dream. And so if you don't do your own research, don't take what somebody else says as gospel. And that's why it's like we always say, where's the things coming from? Where's your research? Where's your that kind of stuff? And we love it when you guys get the your sources to us, because that lets us become more informed. So if there's a source we don't know about, spit it out there, because we'll be the first ones to hop up on there. And that's what's really awesome, to be able to get this out here. And so for me, if I'm going to go look up some new Q posts of what's going on, what's the latest news, and I don't want to be fed propaganda, well, I want to go to a channel that's going to be spitting out breaking news, what's coming out. That's why people watch the news. I already know what's going on around me. If I wanted to see the weather, that's one thing.
And it was, in the 17 years of plus research, it gets pretty doubtful in some of the areas you get into. You come out of those, and Ben knows it. He's been down these alleys. I've been down. We've pretty much researched it all, different ways, different angles. But sometimes it takes a toll on you mentally, physically. Just really mentally. But I never envisioned a plan like what's going down now. If it's a true military op, everyone's like, we've been onto this for a while. Well, and I've heard people say in the 60s we were onto this. Well, there's never been, other than maybe we now know JFK was going to shut them down, trying to. He didn't know how big they'd gotten and powerful. We heard about Reagan, and now, Trump. So it had to take somebody. Yeah, you might have known about all of this, but who's been there trying to do anything about it? Other than just you hearing tidbits of, of what rumors out of these angles, and that's how we've even gotten the research we've gotten. It's been rumors, it's been things that have leaked out by high-level military and contractors, and together we never really had this 100% picture. It's been tidbits of everything pieced together, lots of gaps, and sometimes you do got to make that stretch to make the connection.
It's a jigsaw puzzle for sure. We have a lot of the pieces, and Mike and I are vigorously trying to put the all the little pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together, and there's going to be huge gaps.
We still dedicate a lot of time to that map, the building
yeah,
of the map.
And that's something you can,
A few more minutes of comments here. Let's take some comments, and we'll wrap this up. It's getting late. It's getting so many people are still asleep. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, Mavis Spillman for sure. Yeah,
that's why we do what we do. We love the like, to me, the subscribers is a, people are like, I thought you guys were about the message, not so much the little tidbit. And we're not about the subscribers. I'm about the subscribers because it's how many people we reached. And to me, if they subscribe, it feels like they're woke. They're woke. So
they want to support what we're doing. So that's the number one way that you can tell us without calling us and say, hey, I support what you guys doing. Is this is what feeds a lot of Mike and I wanting to do more live shows and more content, and that's giving us some motivation, because a lot of this is coming from our passion, and
Yeah,
you
hippies
guys
and hippies.
are giving us a platform to stand on, and the confidence to tell you guys, hey, this is what we've been hearing, this is what we're thinking about, and then having feedback from you guys and saying, oh, what about this? Hey, what day is this? This is why this is so awesome. We all can come together in real time from, I mean,
All
you guys
over.
are coming from all over. I mean, literally all over the earth, and we're having a logical conversation about what's happening in our world that will affect each and every one of us, no matter what side of the pond that you live on. I mean,
Yep.
that's just a fact.
And this has been great. I only know, like somebody said, the hippies, back in the '60s had a little movement. They were kind of anti-establishment, but they didn't have the internet. They didn't have all these tools. And that's the same with a
Well,
lot of
and
these
we're
whistleblowers. We talk about Fritz. Not that he was a whistleblower, but he did get caught up into the actual nasty system and was able, so he had a lot of insight. But other than that, a lot of these whistleblowers in the '80s, and then people that would get out and, even like Bill Cooper, for example, he promoted setting up your own radio station with very little money and a satellite
he
dish.
said
That was the
writing
era.
your own books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
writing your books, but he would be probably all over this kind of system today. He'd be,
YouTube, the radio. I mean, he'd be
his
all over
mind
it.
would be
That's nothing
blown
too.
because he would have
Is
came into it. I'm imagining he would have evolved. He would have been first ones on it in the early '90s or early 2000s. But yeah, no, it's mind blowing stuff. To be able to do the research and get it out as fast as we can.
That's why this is a very exciting and unique time, the 21st century. We can have a show here in our neck of the woods, and people in Germany, Finland, Switzerland, Texas, Florida can all communicate with us immediately, real time. You have questions you've been thinking about, send it up. Boom, comment. We'll talk about it. Uh, Tim Dye, ex-veteran. Yeah, Rand Patterson.
Same here. Somebody had asked
we're
earlier.
all.
Yeah, I'm Navy. Ben was Army. We're both two
Yeah.
veterans. Thank you guys for
You
your
know.
service.
Yeah, we even talk about when we first met. We were both doing the Montgomery GI Bill, going back to school for computers, taking computer security classes, because what we used to do in the military, it's has very little. Is applications in the civilian side, what we did, but I mean, just using our GI Bill, going back to school, and that's how we met one another. And so, yeah, there's been I think a few episodes that we kind of go over our schooling and how we kind of taught. And of course, it doesn't matter if you're Air Force, Marine, Navy, Army. It's like a brotherhood thing, and that's why Mike and I was never in the Navy. I know nothing of ships and what Mike experienced, and likewise with me being in the Army. But we share a solemn. We're both oath keepers. We both share the same commitment and sovereign oath to the Constitution of the United
oath.
States, which is a huge thing, because we took it, and like a lot of other federal employees, we took it under the penalty of death. Like if we don't withhold that as a soldier, there's some real penalties by not withholding the Constitution. That whole "so help me God" thing. Yeah, research what that means when you get done taking an oath. So that's what really bond Mike and I with us. And of course, any veteran's going to talk, shop talk. Hey, we did that. What's unique on that one? So, yeah, a lot of you guys are asking about that. Yes, we when it comes to maritime information or any type of sea operations, I tend to lean on Mike for his expertise. When it comes to land ops or Army operations, I kind of take the wheelhouse on that one. So, we try to kind of bounce that off of one another. So,
Yes.
on the first, third ID, there you go. Oh, shocker, 2357. Oh, third ID, yeah. Tobin Summers, my father was a Vietnam vet. Yes, yes, I got Vietnam vets in my family, and Mike has Vietnam vets in his family as well. So we definitely have lots of love for our Vietnam veterans. You guys went through hell and back, and when you got back, man, it didn't stop. So we got a lot of respect for our Korean and Vietnam
Yes.
veterans, and I think our local legion, we still have a couple of World War II vets that are still every once in a great while coming around and having a beer or two with us, talking to us, what they call us, young bloods.
Yes.
So
Oh, young blood.
82nd Airborne, oh yeah. You guys know all about the Fort Benning out there, the jump towers. Nice. So, yep, kind of rolling up here about another few more minutes. If you guys can give a little shout out here to see where you guys are coming from. Mike and I, I'm an Air Force brat. We're always we talk after the show, just in garage talk, just curious of what part of the country and what part of the earth we were able to actually,
Yes.
talk to tonight. So I know we had somebody from Chile on the last live show in the live chat. So
Where is Q? Amy
yes,
keeps saying. He is busy doing military operational work. So
he's
sometimes
busy doing
he's busy.
stuff.
He can't stop to text because you got to imagine they got to stop to text.
Birmingham, Alabama, Oregon, Iowa, Florida, Texas,
Shout
Kansas,
out
Kentucky, Canada, Tennessee,
Minnesota, New Maine,
New
or
Mexico, Mokodi, Washington, Michigan,
Fort Wayne, Indiana,
California,
Pennsylvania.
Sixth Fleet, Desert
Found you on
Storm,
Twitter.
Bronze Star. Who we
Freedom
got
isn't
here?
free.
Yes.
Woodby Island.
Ooh,
I'm
Dollywood,
throwing out
Tennessee
the Twitter out
now.
there, you guys. If you want to get
Uh-oh.
on that.
Tampa. Tampa.
Oregon.
Wisconsin, North
Ooh.
Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma, Arizona,
Michigan.
Stella Bradshaw, Michigan, Sioux Falls, North Carolina Coast, Georgia.
Las
We love
Vegas.
all you guys.
Love all
Colorado, Mile High,
Ohio.
Vegas, Colorado,
What happened? What happened? What happened to
Ohio.
you guys? Do you want me back? Sons of Q is around you.
Alabama,
Tennessee.
Real Tide down there.
Tennessee. Tennessee. Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Sullivan, the zoo.
Coming from the zoo, and then right behind him, Pennsylvania, New York, Kentucky. So we love you guys, man. We love all of you guys are coming through, coming with us almost 11 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time in our neck of the woods. Yeah, almost
the
every
website,
state. Yeah,
folks,
that's right.
Once it's up, I will yell. No, I'll say it a million times on the first time it's up and like solid. It's up and down, up and down. Not like we're doing lots of changes, lots of last minute things that came about. So we're just making some changes. It's going to be great. And trust me, trust us.
Yeah,
on
when
that.
when you're under construction, we're trying to like the Patriot ad, we're trying to really give you guys the most premium platform we can, because the better we can put it out. We're kind of like do it right the first time and not go back the second or third time to kind of clean up what you should have done the first time. This is going to really help Mike and I put out more content, get more information to you guys. And so this not only is this website going to help you guys, it's going to really help Mike and I as well, and our webmaster as well, because we're coming from all over like you guys. I mean, we're talking Bakersfield, Georgia. I mean, you guys are coming from all over. So
Remember to subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed.
Yep.
See what's
Right, Riley. Trust Q. I agree with it. So West State Mom is 2274, the last Q post. I believe so. We checked it earlier a few
I
minutes ago.
just minutes ago. I'll do it again. Watch the screen to the left of us. 2,274 is up on the screen. I'm going to do it. See, now it's updating. It's a refresh. It's going to pull anything new from Q. And 2274 is the last one. Now, if I hit this green button here, it'll automatically update until we shut her down. But we're getting ready to shut it down. It's been great. We actually just did another 40 minutes. Getting ready to be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we love you guys so much.
We always go off of the East Coast Standard Time because that's where the Q goes off of. Just for your information. All right. Yeah, let's read a few more comments here, actually. We love our Patriots. Thank you, Legacy Trues.
Just following Twitter. Love the Patriots. Nice. Robert McGall just followed on Twitter. Cool. That's another platform just to kind of get out there, you know.
I have it linked with the YouTube. Anytime we put a video out on YouTube, it links over to Twitter. So it makes it easy if you're linked with us on Twitter to see that a video came out. It's a secondary backup for you. And maybe you can share it on your Twitter.
And it's also a secondary notification. Sometimes, at least on our last video, you know, we're dealing with YouTube and their shadow banning. Yes, we're, as IT security guys, we are aware of the algorithms. We are aware of trying to get our content pushed through, trying to, you know, understanding, like, you know, no foul language. That's the biggest no on the algorithms. They'll cut you off in a heartbeat, live chat, whatnot. So we're trying to do everything we can to get this live feed, because we enjoy live feed. We love talking to you guys, and this is, you can see every time we go live feed, we just go for as long as we possibly can. So Kimberly Carpenter, definitely, yes. Boomer Girl, Canadian Gangsta, Randall Davis, Rand Patterson, Robert McDool, Danielle Yelly. Thank you very much for moderating for us, by the way.
The Mud Dauber. Christine, now we're just reading not comments, but we're reading names.
Yeah, check reading this out. Names, you guys.
Yeah, we're giving you guys shots out. We appreciate you as much as you probably appreciate this. Well, and I'm getting, just want to clarify on this little angle. The videos that we make for the Q updates, that format, that'll always be part of the Patriot Hour. You don't have to worry about those going away. The other videos we're getting into are going to be some informational videos. You're going to see some from Ben, myself, and they're going to be on the website. They're going to be on YouTube, whatever. That's just another angle. Some people comment that they like the other style, but then there's comments that people love these. We got to cover all angles to get the truth out in many different formats. Soft spoken. I mean, I'm not a screamer anyway. I'll never be a, that's just not my angle anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're definitely passionate, but no, and again, we've said this before. It's, we're going to be putting out a lot of stuff on the website, and that's going to be it's going to be the same thing that you guys think about. It is, you can have a hot dog, or you can have a hot dog with all the fixins. Think about what we're doing, this live stuff, this website. This is all the fixins we're doing. We're giving you the truth and all the fixins.
You could have steak, or you can have bacon bit. What do you want?
It's part of the fixins. And so giving you guys a platform as well as giving us a platform. Think about this, you guys. This website is going to be our platform to communicate, to resolve the truth, and have a greater foundation on where we stand. One for you, obviously, where we go one, we go all. And so this is, again, our way of contributing a platform to you guys to be able to get this information out as well as us. So
I don't know.
The Mopped Mimpolis. I'm gonna keep on reading now. Cavalier Hundley, Tracy Pullen, The Few That See, of course, the Patriot Hour, Randall Davis, Robert Melendez, Tim Dye, Amy, another awesome moderator. Thank you. The TM Mud Dauber, Michael B, Tobin Summers,
Bring on the surf and
Miss
turf.
Juvel 41. There you go. Old Town, Ralph Riley, Darlene Nicklow, the Mopped Mentalist, Greg Gilman, Jed Eckert, Christina. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Awesome. Love you guys. So we try to give a shout out to all you guys. You know, all your comments are well loved and definitely so.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kokomo, Indiana, in the house. Q Army.
Let me help
Chris Breed,
him out.
Danny Shively. Thank you guys. Vet here. Awesome. Thank you for your service for sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you did, Danielle. Okay.
All right.
All right. That way I can. Okay. That way. Well, I'll just type it. Go ahead. Finish this up. Give him something.
It's all. Hey, it's
give him
all
something
good.
to really
Give him a little
look
something
forward to
chew
tomorrow.
on. So I'm gonna try to spit some meat and no bones here.
Here's some meat, no
David
bone.
Woodruff, Cajun Navy. It's like this, guys. What we're doing is what you're trying and have been trying to do for a long time because we're just like you. We want to research all the information we can possibly get our hands on, see where the truth lies at, and then get the truth out to as many people as possible. Now, how are we doing that? We're doing that the best way we know how to. Mike and I have our own areas of expertise and have fields of expertise, but in no way can we cover everything. Can we dot every I, cross every T? We're going to make mistakes. And that's the beauty of having a platform like our website, like YouTube, where we can have these live shows, these live chats. We can have this conversation to ask the hard questions that need to be asked and attempt to answer them in a logical manner to where everybody involved can walk away hopefully a little bit wiser on the truth than when the episode started. And that's ultimately what our goal is. And to try to say, oh well, this guy is this, you're just reading from that, or somebody else covered that, that makes me feel good. The fact that, you know, if we're finding something and something's happening and something's going on and it's breaking news or something's happening, like, oh my gosh, you see this person cover this information came out of here. Oh my gosh, we're going to hop on top of that. That's information that we couldn't personally investigate and research and possibly develop and then deploy into this, you know, our episode. And so we love that. Or if we're wrong about something, this is just how research happens. It's almost like the scientific method, not the religion of scientism, but the understanding that doing something over and getting the same result, if I'm here or there or anywhere, or somebody does it or I do it, the result of this particular action is going to be the same. And that's what we're trying to achieve. And we're using you guys as a sounding board to, you know, hey, this is what we're thinking. This is what we've brainstorm with one another. So we, again, thank you guys. Share, subscribe, you know, ring the bell for it to notify. Like I said, sometimes if you subscribe, you won't get notified. But if you ring the bell, more than not, you should be notified of any new content. When the website does come up, definitely subscribe to the website or subscribe to us through the website. There'll be a newsletter coming out giving you guys kind of a date on what's going on. And again, as we know, big things are happening through Q and what's happening in our government. Big things are also happening with the patriothour.com about what we're expanding and going to start getting into. So it's real big stuff happening. And we're really excited for you guys to be a part of it and come along with us. So I bet that's, you know, what we got for tonight. And again, just thank you for having me on the Patriot Hour and doing a round 2 for this live show, because they'll try to stop us, but we'll keep on coming back.
All right, that is correct. I agree with Ben. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. All right, I am tired. Been up the last couple days making them last 3 videos you guys saw. I saw lots of comments about the production value. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, those took time. Those take a lot more time than the other videos just kind of going over queue. Even though those take time as well, the other ones take double, 3 times the amount of time. But a couple late nights. I need a good night's sleep for sure, so I can bring it back to you tomorrow. Definitely some interesting times tomorrow. So look forward to any of the updates that we're going to be putting out. And we expect to be hearing some stuff out of the courtrooms with Judge, Supreme Court nominee Kavanaugh. So again, we appreciate all of you. Again, as far as listening, please listen to everything you can, watch everything you can. Of course, you're going to lean towards who who puts information out in a way that you understand it, and that's other people like other people, voices, whatever it is. The main thing is getting the truth. However you can get that, spreading it, helping it, making sure you're getting the right information. But that's why in any good intel op, you have to look at all the information you gathered. You have to look at it all. You can't just look at 2 or 3 pages and be like, oh, I think I figured it out. These 3 pages tell me the whole story. Well, how do you know? You didn't look at the other 90. You got to look at all of it and then decipher, chew the meat, spit out the bone. Okay, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great night, and we'll keep fighting for your freedoms and your liberties, and don't give anything up, ever. It's hard to get it back from idiots if you give it up.